Howdy, folks. This is Shannon Thomason. I know a lot of folks have got some questions about the recall and what the process is and what led us to this point. And I wanted to take some time to talk directly to you without the filter of the media to tell you where I'm coming from, where I stand, and where I think this all arose from. Now, let me say a few things about recall itself. I think recall is a useful tool for the citizens to use. I think it's a very dangerous tool for politicians to use. Now, when I swore my oath of office on my father's Bible, which still sits on my desk at the council chambers, I swore to uphold the law, the constitutions of the United States and the state of Texas. And I also swore to do a job. And that is to hold the city to the law. Now, I'm a rules guy. I'm a pilot. I have to be. People's lives depend on it. And whether that's good, bad, or indifferent, it is who I am. And I've raised Cain with the city and elected officials over the years for not following the rules, for not following the law. In 2011, I sued the city of Big Spring because the city, based on an opinion from their own attorney, violated the Texas Open Meetings Act. Now, the Open Meetings Act is there to protect the citizens from runaway government and to keep them from handling the city's business behind closed doors, out of the sight of the citizens. When I ran for mayor this time, one of the things I saw was that so much of the city's business was being handled in executive sessions behind closed doors. And when I took office, one of the things that I told city staff was that we would not have an executive session over an item that was not covered or not required to be in executive session by the Open Meetings Act. Another law that the city had that was ignored for years was your right to speak at the beginning of council meetings. And I'm proud to say that at my very first full meeting, when I was the presiding officer of the city council, the citizens were given the ability to address the council on any subject. And the state of Texas later came in and actually expanded upon that. But your right to speak was in the law since 1996 and was only brought to your attention and you basically given your rights back when I took office in June of 2019. Now, there are other laws that govern the city council. The city admin code establishes what's known as a parliamentary standard for the council. It's a set of rules that the council must follow in the conduct of their meetings. And city ordinance establishes that rule of law is this book. Robert's Rules of Order, newly revised. Now, this version was adopted by the council a few months ago. This version was adopted by the council in 1996. Now, there are some differences between these two, and we'll come back to those in a later video. But for now, I just want to assure the citizens, number one, when you see a YouTube video claiming I'm hiding something, I'm lying, I have no need to lie. I have nothing to hide. When I've made mistakes, I've admitted to them. I haven't tried to blame another council member. If I screw up, I'm the first to admit it. I don't yell and scream in meetings. I do my job. I do the job that the citizens elected me to do. And I try to hold the council to the same standard. Unfortunately, for some of them, that standard seems to be inconvenient. A few quick points. While they're making all these wild claims and accusations, I promised when I ran for this office to bring a new level of open, honest, transparent, responsive government to the city of Big Spring. And I keep that first and foremost in my mind every day when I'm conducting your business. And it is your business. This city doesn't belong to the clique, to the little group. The city belongs to all of the citizens. And that's who I try to represent every day. So for now, I'm going to cut this video short, and we'll come back and look at some other issues and address some of the wild accusations that the other council members and other folks that are, quite frankly, in cahoots with them. And we're going to walk through this step by step and point out a few things. Now, why am I doing this video when I'm not talking to the news media? For a very simple reason. I want to talk directly to the citizens. I don't want to talk to you through 30-second sound bites that some news director 50 miles away, 60 miles away, cherry picks to make a story sellable. I'm here. I'm honest. And y'all know where to call me. So, I'm going to bring this one to a close. We'll come back and we'll start talking about the Big Spring City Council, the council's responsibilities, both to the law and to the citizens. And surprisingly enough, we're going to get the whole truth about what's going on with the Big Spring City Council. Thanks, and God bless.